For this little experiment, we came to the kitchen because we're going to try and test how the most famous non-Newtonian fluid, oblique, is going to behave. Oblique is a material which is a mixture of cornstarch and water, and if you just type this concept or idea non-Newtonian fluid in the Google or any other search engine on the internet, most often what you will find is oblique, a really interesting material that you can prepare at home as well, that would be cited and shown how it behaves. We said that ice is going to be acting like a non-Newtonian fluid, and so we just want to think through to what extent this is similar or different to ice. It's going to be something very difficult to test at home, how ice is behaving. So we're just going to look a little bit the opposite and make it clear what a non-Newtonian fluid is, how it works. And so we're using cornstarch and water and see how that behaves. So this is cornstarch, this white flour-like material that you so often use in the Chinese kitchen. We don't so often use that in Europe, but now we're just going to use it and maybe at the end of the day prepare a pudding that is also used with the help of cornstarch. And so this is our oblique, the material we prepared. The interesting thing about this is that its viscosity is not like water, which will behave in the same way independently from the applied stress. Instead, here we see that this is a dilatant fluid, which means it acts like with shear thickening. This means that the more stress we apply, the harder it will become, or the less fluid and more viscose, the more acting like solid it will become. So that's what we see here. And in a way, I might just say right away that this is both as ice, a non-Newtonian fluid. They're different from water, but this will be, as I said, dilatant or shear thickening material. It's not a shear thinning or pseudoplastic material like ice. Ice would, depending on the rate of the shear stress, able to move more, or the shear rate will be higher. So let's just see then how this behaves like. If I hit it hard enough, then it really acts like a solid. It's really hard. If I just take this fork and try to force it, I apply a lot of stress. It really acts like so hard, like a solid material. But once the force, the stress decreases, it starts to flow exactly like a fluid, a liquid material. Now, if we would have much more of this, I could jump on it and it wouldn't sink if I just jump hard enough and fast enough. But once I just slowly let my fingers in it, it starts to become really sticky and acting like something water. The point is that I shouldn't force my fingers in it. I should just let it slowly, smoothly. That's it. It's already dropping into this cornstarch material. So this is how one Newtonian fluid is going to behave. But this is in nature actually the opposite from ice, because ice will move faster and become less viscose if the applied stress is higher.